Hi everyone, Sarah here again today, and I am sharing a layout for Color Cast Designs, and I am using the new release. I showed you that acrylic right there. It says Awesome Summer Memories, and I just pulled a bunch of stuff from my stash. These are some older collections by DLS Designs, and honestly, I'm probably combining like 6 or 7 different collections, pulling little bits here and there from each of them. But I had an idea of what I wanted to do. I drew up a sketch and everything. Makes it easier for me. If I draw up a sketch, it makes the layout go by faster when I'm trying to get quite a bit of work done. Honestly, even when I'm not trying to get quite a bit of work done, because when I get to sit down and I actually have the time to scrapbook, I like to try to be as efficient as possible because it is relaxing to me, and drawing my sketches up is relaxing to me. So it kind of helps me figure out what I'm putting where and everything a little bit ahead of time so I don't have to scramble, which I still do a little bit with this layout. Roughing up my edges, making a mess with my edge distressor. I say I aggressively distress the edges of mine because I'm always ripping something. I don't know if I need a new one or if I just need to chill a bit when I'm distressing the edges. I don't think I go that hard at it, but apparently I do. Anyways, I had decided what I was going to do here, and I'm looking for something to go on the back of my photo that's going to be on top of the white. And I pulled this peachy color that matches the pattern paper in the background, because that pattern paper is actually what started the whole... I found that, and it matched with my acrylic piece, and so that's what started my whole color palette. And then I went from there. So I grabbed a bunch of ephemera and I'm stacking them underneath my photo. They don't stay like this. I'm going to be honest, they don't. That's how my sketch was. Even me drawing my own sketches, I vary from my own sketches. So that's nothing unusual either. I'm not going to make you watch all this, but I was fussy cutting all these beautiful butterflies. There was just too much white around the edges for my liking. And so I went ahead and cut a bunch of the white down from those so that I could use them on my layout. Because in the pictures, my daughter has a rainbow on one cheek and a butterfly on another. And so I chose to use the butterflies because I had a bunch of ephemera that was butterflies. And they matched all the colors, so it worked perfectly for me. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and tape these down. I'm leaving the blue tealy minty color, a little bit of it at both ends. The other two had been trimmed down to leave that little edge around it. And I try not to do too much with my fingernail on camera. I know it drives some people insane, and I'm sorry. But I just am popping it back up a little bit because I didn't tape down towards the edges. So I'm going to add this piece of pattern paper behind the picture, and I'm going to pop this one up with some of my foam from my stash. I love this stuff. And I already know where the title's going, so that works for me. And I had picked these tags, and you see I'm roughing them up and everything, thinking, okay, I'm using those. I decided against it. This is where I went through and kind of changed up everything at the last minute. I had things picked out and decided I wasn't okay with it. I didn't like the way it looked. I wanted different. And so I'm grabbing these pieces. I'm still going to use that yellow tag up top. And I'm just kind of moving everything around because it wasn't what I was wanting. I thought it was, and then I changed it all up. So, it works though, because it comes out, I like the way it comes out. It looked too matchy with it on both sides of my photo. And so I did change that up. And then I'm roughing up the edges of pretty much everything. That's normal for me as well. But there's a butterfly. I'm also going to add this little tag here, and I don't keep that exactly the way it is. I put a butterfly elsewhere and move some things, but honestly, how I do it is when I get my acrylic pieces for my design team and stuff, what I do is I find the pictures first to go with the pieces that I'm using. And then what I do is I go into my stash and I grab at least one main paper, like that pattern one right there, and I match a pattern piece of paper to my acrylic piece. And then once I do that, I just find all the little bits and pieces that'll go along with it and work. And that's how I put my little kit together for picking my layout. It just makes it all come together so much easier. And then I draw up my sketch and it's just so easy. But like I said, I did kind of flail a little bit on this one because I decided to change things at the last minute. And I did add adhesive, like my tape roller and some glue to the back of that one. And I only did that because there was roughed up bits and pieces behind it. And I just wanted to make sure that it stuck down well. I'm going to go ahead and glue my title down. And then I think I'm just adding, right now, I'm going to rough up the edges. This says Summer Vibes underneath that. And I'm going to rough up the edges and glue it down. And then I'm going to start gluing my butterflies down. I got to still glue that chunk up at the cluster up there, right there. Okay, I'm starting it. I knew I did it at some point. And these all hang off the side. I do have to move that really quick. Yep. They all hang off the side and everything. And I just clipped those here in a minute. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish adding my butterflies all around. Let's see, what am I doing now? Oh, I'm going to grab, I'm going to add this little pennant. It's a chipboard pennant underneath the side of my photo. And then I will find a paper one, not out of there, that says Sweet Summertime. I grabbed that out of one of the ephemera packs. And I was looking for some words here, and I find them here in just a second, and I'm going to add them below my photo. The first one is going to say Summer Snapshots, A Perfect Summer Day, and Summer Memories. I mean, I get it. All those aren't really needed, but I liked them, so I added them. Why not, right? And so that's what I'm doing there. And then I'm going to go through and pick up some of my mess, I believe. Is that what I'm going to do? Apparently, I'm fighting with putting things back in containers at the moment. I thought I cut this out. I apologize. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab a banner bit here. I'm going to cut the end off because, yes, a lot of the time I still end up using the little bits that I cut off. I'm going to go ahead and glue these down and have them coming out from under my photo. Put those up. And then I'm going to grab my enamel dots. There are multiple different sets, and they go with the collections that I used. My sketchbook up there fell. But I'm just going to start adding the enamel dots. I'm using the yellows and the minty color and the darker tealy, minty, greeny color. A little bit of the orange. I don't really add any more pink. I could have totally went a lot more feminine with this layout. But I kind of like the way it turned out. I had the option to, but I liked the bright colors. It made me think of summer, which went perfect with the title. There went my face because I dropped something and had to lean down and get it. Because I had not stuck the Sweet Summer tag down that I'm fixing to. And I had to find that. So yeah, I'm doing that. And then I'm going to flip it over and cut this bit off and straighten up the piece that I had pulled the wrong way. And that finishes this layout. I really had a blast with this one. I love all the bright colors. Make sure to check out the links below. Grab your stuff from Colorcast Design and watch for the new releases and check out everybody's gorgeous work. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.